So here we are.
Here we are in Spain for the very first time to ride Harley's new urban weapon, the Street Rod.
I must say it's not a bad place to review a Harley-Davidson.
I don't know what a review because by the looks of it, we're going to have a very short time with the motorcycle, but enough to take in this experience, take in Spain. And that's the plan, man. Just sit back, relax and enjoy the ride.
So, Sagar, a question little too late, but why are we riding this bike here in Malaga, Spain?
Possibly because this is spec'd to be the sportiest bike in the Harley lineup now. The rake is now a lot sharper. You have 17-inch rims both at the back and the front, which means you have more cornering clearance. The foot pegs are more rear set. You have drag bars now, which means you're not riding like a cruiser, you're like more hunched over. Also the engine, they call it the high output Revolution X engine, which we have seen on the Street 750. It's been retuned, and to quote Harley, it makes 11.6% more power and I think 5.1% more torque. And why Malaga, Spain? Because this is supposed to be rider's paradise. I mean, the place we are going tomorrow. Wait, let me pull up the itinerary. Yeah, this route A355 is supposed to be every rider's wet dream. The roads are fantastic. Breathtaking scenery, the roads are winding, serpentine, all kinds of corners flowing tight. That's the route which takes us to this town called Ronda, which apparently has one of the oldest bridges in the world.
So, new riding gear, huh?
Yeah, I figured that riding a Harley with a race suit might be pushing it just a teeny tiny bit. Whew, alright. All geared up, man. Let's rip. I've already lined them up. Ooh, hola. Street Rod. Meet Dugga meets Street Rod. What do you think?
Looks good.
I think it looks bloody good, man. I love the speed screen, man. New wheels, beefy forks. Okay, you have to see this. I think this is the best view of the Street Rod. As the Kiwis would say, sweet as. The fit and finish on this one, a big improvement over the Street 750. See less wires. You have dual disc setup, which means the braking definitely should be better. You also get ABS as standard. Okay, I think we are late for the press con.
People kiss goodbye to what they know. Everyone at Peacock skipping, smiling out on show. You want it? Come on, let's go. We got it. It's about to
I want to try the best thing. Okay. I'll leave it up to you.
Okay.
Yeah, me too, yes.
Estos van a tomar secreto ibérico con patadita.
I understand Spanish, yes. That's what they're saying, something really yummy. Dugga, my friend, so I'm going to ask you now. How's your experience been so far?
This ride is so beautiful. This place is so pretty. I'm speechless.
Speechless, I think that's a good word, no? The roads are to die for. Did you see the super bikes going on?
Did you see the super bikes?
I didn't even ask. But here's the thing, right? I think Harley did this on purpose because, yeah, of course, when you're riding these roads, you want to be riding something sportier, right? This goes to prove that the Street Rod is definitely the sportiest Harley. And if I were to ride a Harley, that's the Harley which I would pick because you have a lot of cornering clearance for a Harley. And it highlights so many things, no? It highlights how much the brakes have improved. You have really good bite now. The suspension upgrades which they have done, and the agility, right? It's not the lightest motorcycle, but once you get moving, you don't really feel it. so nice, it flows in so easily, it's very neutral handling. What is the engine? Oh, I love the engine as well. Just the way it delivers the power now. This is the highest revving engine ever produced by Harley. Revs all the way up to 9,000 RPM and it pulls, man. 4 to 5,000 RPM is where you want to ride it. That's the sweet spot. I just feel the fueling could have been a little bit better because the on-off throttle transitions are not the smoothest. It does get buzzy after, I would say 6,000 RPM. But the sweet spot, as I said, was between 4 to 5. Beyond that, you're anyways kind of stressing out the engine. So the vibes are justified.
Okay, so this building here is a bull ring. It's not just a bull ring. It's the first Spanish bull ring ever.
Wow.
And one of the biggest in the world.
Oh.
And it's still running.
There's one thing I love about this guy. He's completely nonchalant about what just happened here. Because we were hauling ass, man. We finally let the bike rip on the freeway. We're easily doing 180, 190 kilometers an hour. I've never ever experienced a Harley engine which is so keen on revving. And then you come to this.
Ronda.
Incredible.
Stop filming?
Yeah.
Now open your eyes. Yeah. You can see down there, you can see how high we
I
are.
do not recommend looking down if you have vertigo like I do.
So this bridge was made in the 18th century.
Oh.
And it's in perfect conditions.
This. And are you ready for the next one?
Oh. Oh my.
The legend.
Duh.
Dope. At this point, I should be talking about the motorcycle now. But I'm going to apologize because how do you react to this? All I can say is thank you so much, Harley-Davidson, for getting us here because this is not in the top 3. This is undoubtedly my best motorcycle road trip. Period.
I thought you'll cry now.
Dude, I am so close now.
So Sagar, now that you've ridden the bike in the beautiful mountains of Malaga and all of that, but Harley is still calling it the urban bulldog. What do you have to say about that?
Well, it depends on what you want to hear, the good stuff or the bad stuff.
I want to hear the bad stuff.
Okay, bad stuff. The heat. It heats up a fair bit despite being liquid cooled. And this is Spain for God's sake, right? Fantastic weather, 22, 23 degrees Celsius. And you could still feel the heat. What else? I felt the riding position initially was a little bit awkward because I'm not used to seeing my legs coming above the tank. But honestly, once you get used to it, it wasn't so bad. What I couldn't get used to was the fact that the brake and the gear lever at the bottom, they're a little too high. So it took a lot of effort to change gears to downshift. But then when I came back and I spoke to these guys, they told me that they're actually adjustable. They can be lowered a fair bit. So that will definitely help. Even though the gearbox is actually pretty good, I had a torrid time finding the neutral. The on-off throttle transitions in the mountains was a problem, more so in the urban setting because initially you like it because there's so much torque. But when you are tired, you're coming back from the ride, you just want the throttle to be smooth. You don't want to be jerking around the entire time. Do not laugh. You know what I mean. You want to move on to good stuff because I have a big list here.
Okay.
Okay, first is the drag bars. I love the drag bars because of the leverage they provide, right? They make this the easiest Harley to turn. It's so effortless as compared to every other Harley which I've ridden. This is a breeze. The new suspension and the new steering geometry has also worked great. Firstly, in terms of ride quality, now you have more suspension travel at the back, which means the bump absorption is much better. Also, it really hides the weight of this motorcycle really well. It's really agile in the urban setting. The biggest thing is the ground clearance. You have, I think, as much as 200 mm of ground clearance, which is more than enough to scale like the tallest of speed breakers that we have back home. So that's a big thumbs up. And even in terms of the ergonomics, even though it feels a little weird to start with, it's quite comfy, man. In fact, I did not want the ride to end. Do you want it to end, Durga? Are you ready to go back home? No. Yeah, me neither. But for now, I think we should make merry of the last few hours that we have here in Spain. Cheers. Cheers, Duque!
Cheers!